pretty much been immersed in for the past month is ancient Egypt. And to start off, we all, as a whole class, learned about ancient Egyptian society. Then the students broke into interest-based groups and they researched their specific topic. They wrote their own scripts. They designed their own backdrops, outfits, props, and they're very excited to perform for you. And we're going to start. So boys and girls, lots of enthusiasm, like Miss and Ma, like they talk. Ready?
Welcome to our Egyptian Wax Museum. Please turn to the left where you can observe life on the Nile.
Mom, isn't rainy season coming soon? Yes, Edison's used the inundation. The land will soon flood and leave behind silt.
What is silt? Silt is black soil left behind after the flood. It's what makes our land so fertile.
Why are we digging canals? We dig canals so they can help carry extra water away from our crops. So during heavy rain, our crops won't fly to Oregon.
Yes, and I help you plant the seeds after the flood.
Of course. During our season of emergence, you always take care of that. What happens during emergence season?
Emergence is when the water dries up to the sewers grow red cows to make the seeds and they lose the liquid publishers for seeds.
How long is emergence season? Well, emergence season is 4 months long, so is the other seasons.
Is there any more seasons I need to know about? Yes, the bad one is harvest.
Isn't harvest when the plants are ready to pick and cook for a great meal? That is correct. We all can help cook and serve new foods for our daily meals. What kind of fish did you catch today, Phineas?
I caught a lot. I caught some eel, catfish, carp, and moles.
What kind of fish is that?
Oh, that one is a tiger fish.
Was that a fierce fish?
No, it just looks like a tiger.
Better get started at dinner. Fish takes a while to cook. Mom, today I had a really great day and I'm glad to work this much.
Is it just me or is something in the water?
Ah, it's a crocodile.
Now watch as the Great Pyramids are being built.
Tomorrow. We have been working at this river for over 15 years. Look at what work we've done. My friend, I do not know, but hopefully soon.
You stay over there. Stop talking and get to work. My buddy Kanoa will punish you.
Yes, sir. Why are you building this pyramid anyway?
You foolish slaves. This has to be built for the final resting place of the pharaoh.
Yes, sir. We will get to work immediately. Kumara, I hate these blocks. They weigh over 2 tons. I don't know, but I nearly fell off the pyramid today.
Joshua, the pyramid is nearly done. We are the third or fourth layers the pyramid has.
I'm so glad. I can't wait to get away from these filthy slaves.
Did you try working in the hot sun all day and see how clean you stay? Kumara, the pharaoh decreed that this pyramid should be no bigger than the largest, the Great Pyramid.
The pharaoh also decrees to you say that there will be no more mud bricks, but instead stone blocks.
Oh no, more work.
Hopefully this pyramid finishes within this decade.
I sure hope so. These things take forever.
Kumara, I've cut blocks with wooden wedges all my life. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of my slave job of hauling blocks of stone. We have finally put the golden capsule on the pyramid. I know, I need to hold it up then.
Kanoa, I have received a message that the pyramid has been completed.
No more work. The pyramid is finished. Finally, we get to live our own lives again.
Not so fast, slaves.
What?
Another pyramid has to be built for the pharaoh's son.
No.
Please enter the throne room of the Pharaoh and learn about the social pyramid.
Vizier, come to me now.
Come, Your Highness, what do you need me to declare?
This is going to be an important decree. Give me my scribe.
Yes, sir, right away. Scribe.
I could have done that.
Hello, Pharaoh. Isn't it a beautiful day in the outside world? The gods must be pleased with us.
Yes, we must be amazing God's greatly pleased with my new pyramid. It is going to be the best yet. Almighty gods, please receive with these heavens. Hail the gods.
If the Pharaoh is religious, then I shall be too. All hail the gods. Oh, here's your scribe, Pharaoh.
What do you need me to write in hieroglyphics? When did I train to write with for you, Pharaoh?
I decree that all nobles like Alexandria shall have slaves to obey their commands.
Oh, thank you, great king. When should I receive my slave?
I have picked one for my dungeon chief. Do you have that all written down, scribe?
I do, noble Pharaoh. Your name, Abu Bakr, meaning noble, has served you well.
Thank you, scribe. Now get to work.
I am pleased with my slave, O Pharaoh. I expect she will serve me to the best extent, and then even more.
Oh yes, master, I shall do whatever you and the Pharaoh tell me to do. As the name proclaims,
see the eye of Horus on the side of that block.
Yes, sir, right away. So I hear your son is about to be the pharaoh.
Ha, my son is ready for the throne, but you'll not receive it till I pass it on.
I'm done with the eye of Horus.
All right, let's see your craft. Ah, such wonderful craftsmanship. I demand that she works in the hieroglyphics of my tomb, when she is not serving me, Alexandria.
Oh, thank you, kind Pharaoh, for not taking away my slave. Come, Razia, and help me with the preparations I need to make for the Pharaoh's party tonight. Only nobles will be invited, and we will be playing the game of Senate. Yes, Rilla, I will help you.
Oh, I forgot about my party, Alexandria and Razia. Maybe a new dress and headdress. Oh, and maybe some shoes.
Is he always like that? Get used to it. Mommy has been prepared for the afterlife. Watch and learn how it was done.
Let's go over what we did first, because I have a terrible memory.
Well, mummification took a long time, and there were many steps to the process. But the first thing we had to do was wash the body in natron to help preserve the body.
What was natron again?
Natron is a type of salt that helps dry the body out.
What did we do next?
We needed to pull the brain out through the nose with a hook since it would have no use to the pharaoh in the afterlife. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that we stuffed the head with linen and sawdust. That was a very important step to the process.
After that, we took the liver out and put it in the canopic jar with the human-headed god Imisi. He guards the liver.
Then we removed the lungs and placed them in the canopic jar with the baboon-headed god Happy.
Next, the stomach was placed in the jackal-headed jar of the god Dumazu.
Last, the intestines were removed and placed in a falcon-headed jar and protected by the guy named Calusa.
Then we waited 40 days to let the body dry out and become lighter.
Then we rinsed and dried the body out to help prevent mold. Then we restuffed the body with lots of linen soaked in resin and added bags of natron crystals and sawdust to help keep the body shaped.
This process takes way too long for me.
I don't know how I survived doing all these steps.
Finally, the very last step of the mummification process. I remember this one. We need to wrap the body in linen. We need to use 450 square yards of linen that he has been saving over the years just for this purpose.
It seems so simple to do, but it was actually very exhausting. All I know now is that we are finished.
Not so fast. Where did you put the valuable objects that are going to be buried with the body?
Here you go, Master. All you need is here in this pouch. Food, games, and the Book of the Dead.
What is the Book of the Dead?
The Book of the Dead was to provide the person with a collection of spells that would ensure a safe passageway to the afterlife.
Our gods are love, but the only god who feared Anu.
Why is that?
Anu is the god who decides if you go to the afterlife. He is the god who weighs the heart.
What do you mean?
If your heart was light, you passed the test and entered to the afterlife. But if your heart was heavy because your deeds were dreadful, then the god Anu would suddenly appear and heat you up.
Oh yeah, that was the weighing of the heart. If the deceased's heart was lighter than a feather, you'd pass on to the afterlife.
Bennu, start putting the jewels on the sarcophagus. The funeral is only a few days away.
This is the pharaoh, and as you know, only wealthy, important people are mummified.
Finally, we're done.
Off to the afterlife.
The glory of Egypt was recorded in its arts and hieroglyphics. Watch as the artists practice their craft.
My arm is beginning to ache from working on this tomb so much. I guess it'll be worth it once the mummy's placed into it, though.
Well, you'd better get it done soon because I need to begin engraving hieroglyphics into it.
Hey, you're not the only one who is working. I slept through more lucky charms to make for the mummy in the afterlife.
I wouldn't be talking engraving hieroglyphics into the Rosetta Stone is nothing compared to making charms and decorating tombs.
Gee, I feel sorry for all of you. Pottery isn't that hard. It still takes a long time and it's time, but it's easy once you get the hang of it.
I can't believe how much work this is. Decorating tombs, making lucky charms, writing hieroglyphics, the Rosetta Stone, and making pottery. I guess my job is nothing compared to all of yours.
You're right, but if you don't get a work done, the gods might get angry and cause many disasters, so keep working.
But it's so tiring. We've been working for 20 years. Can't we take a break for just 1 minute?
No, this is no time for breaks. My work is too hard for even a minute's break. I want the inundation or the yearly flood to happen, but if we stop working now, the gods will never allow it.
I wish I could help, but look at this. There are too many canopic jars to make. Pharaoh's organs and ornaments in new places that they need to be beautiful.
Maybe we could take a 5-minute break, and when we come back, we could work twice as hard.
That sounds like a great plan, but first, let me finish painting the angel's face.
Yeah, and since we will be working twice as hard, the gods will still be pleased.
Thanks, Sakina. Now my arm will stop aching.
I
I can rest my wrist.
can close my eyes.
And I can rest my arms so they're not stiff.
Back to work.
Thousands of years later, Howard Carter is hard at work looking to find the tomb of King Tutankhamun.
This is Asia Inks reporting on November 4th, 1922 from WTUT Radio at Howard Carter's excavation in Egypt.
Howard Carter, you have been searching for King Tut's tomb almost 4 years now. I regret to say that the search has come to an end so WS season of findings. I can't give you more money for this wild goose chase.
But Lord Carnarvon, I can feel it in my blood. We're getting closer and closer to finding the tomb. Better find it.
Okay, you got one more chance. If you do not find it at this season, I won't give you more money.
Howard, I think I found something. Take a look. It might be him.
Let me see.
Eureka, what do you see?
Oh, I see gold jewelry and all sorts of valuables.
You heard it here first on WTUT. Howard Carter has found King Tut's tomb. He has been searching for 4 years now. He has been working nonstop since 1917.
I'm so glad that we found the tomb. I knew it was a good idea to fund this search.
Yes, I knew it was you. I told you I felt it.
How many artifacts are with him?
Probably more than 4,000.
That'll probably take 10 years just to get the artifact out.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, but think of how wonderful it would be to display them for the world to see.
Stupid mosquito? Ugh.
Lord Carnarvon, are you okay? Feel his pulse.
Oh my goodness, he's dead.
This just in. Lord Carnarvon dies mysteriously after being bit by a mosquito. Suspicions have been raised that it is the curse of King Tut's tomb. Another reporter stated in the second chamber of the tomb, in hieroglyphics it said, "Those who enter the sacred tomb shall be visited by the wings of death." Howard Carter may not have discovered one thing, but two: the mummy's treasures and its curse.
Thank you for visiting our Wax Museum.